Hey, End Time Watchman, back on part two. Just a little small update on the economy. Not that you don't already know it, but just wanted to put it out there. Some of you may catch a glimpse and get an understanding of how middle America and lower class Americans know and understand what has been done to America and the economy of America. Now, let me go back and say this. It's down 227 points now. Okay, I've been watching it, and 80.54 and some change. It's amazing to me that with the economic factors and with all the things that are taking place, it is just amazing to me at how you'll have certain ones come on the business news channels, and they will tell you this is the bottom. They will tell you invest, now's the time to invest, buying this, buying that, buying the banks, do this, the bottom, the financials are at their bottom, they're fixing to come back. This month ago, people were out there saying it. But then on the other hand, you have a certain few that are crying out, like Peter Schiff and of course Gerald Celente and his Trends Institute and predictions he makes. And then you have people that will come out and they will say, well, this is this and that is that. You should invest in this, and oil's fixing to fly back up. And the strange, amazing thing of it is the people that they really won't have on there are the grassroots, down-to-earth people. They won't interview people like maybe you that are catching this video. They won't interview you, and they won't tell your story of how you did work, and you did sweat, and you did sacrifice being away from your family to build up to the point that you'd got until the rug was snatched out from under you through the collapse of the market from 13, almost 14,000 to 8,000 now as we see it. And it's getting close to being in the sevens today. Will it go there? I don't know if it'll go there today, but it'll go there soon. Okay? You see, the reality of the fact is, based on a capitalist system and society, gold should be about $1,600 right now, and it's at $850. So I ask you to ask yourself, you tell me, okay? You tell me if strings ain't being pulled. You tell me if there's not a power behind the actual power that you see on the TV. You tell me if there's not people that are plunging this market. Because in all reality, they are. In all reality, there's a power behind the power that's greater than any power that we know of on that television. And that power even controls what that television personality tells you about those things. Once in a blue moon, you'll find a man will come on there, or a lady, and they'll, by gosh, tell it like it is, you see. But telling it like it is not popular today. Telling it like it is will expose the thieves for what they are, you see. So having said that, on this economy and this bailout deal and what your president has proposed, he's not mine, but what yours has proposed is to print a whole heck of a lot more money, and that'll fix the problem. To somehow or another think that we can print our way out of an economic collapse, and I'm not by no means an economic scholar, but to be able to print our way out of an economic collapse is one of the most naive, most ignorant, stupidest things and statements that any human being could have made. Because that's not the solution. Let me tell you the solution. The solution number one is to round up and to incarcerate every lying, thieving stockbroker in America. And they're good ones. I'm just talking about the lying, thieving ones. They're good ones that have your interest, not theirs, in mind. But to round up all those thieving, lying, manipulating stockbrokers that told you, don't pull your money out, this is it, don't pull, and then you lost it, okay, and then to abolish and end the Federal Reserve, you see, to round up and incarcerate all of the congressmen and the senators that did, like Barney Frank and Chris Dodd and Maxine, and the list goes on and on. You study and do some research, you'll find out that said back in 04 and 05 that Fannie and Franny were solvent and all this is solvent, and when they weren't. Because there's certain things that you do and don't do. The things that you do for the betterment must put someone else above you. And they never did that, you see. Barney Frank and Chris Dodd and Maxine Waters and their Republicans and all did the same thing. So in this economic update, I'm just asking the American people, you tell me where I'm wrong in this video that I make today. You tell me where I'm wrong in saying that the printing of more money is going to get the jobs back and it's going to fix the economy. Because you cannot print your way out of this problem. You cannot depend on the Federal Reserve. You cannot depend on the Treasury Secretary. They're all proven liars, you see. Proven liars. And the thing of it is, and the sad part of the whole deal is that there's still many Americans that believe that if they come on there and they make some kind of good speech, that that's going to solve the problems. That through an inauguration day and a shifting of from one man to another man to stand there, that somehow or another he's going to fix the problem. He's a mere puppet on strings that are being pulled by an elite group of people. And if he stays in line and he don't jerk against them strings, then he'll remain healthy. Just like Bush was told, and the rest of them were told. But if he gets out of line, he's in trouble. That's just the way it works, to simplify the evilness and the thievery and the thuggery of the people that pull the strings, you see. Now, having said that, 8,026 now, down 254 points today. Look at your banking sectors and how they are just collapsing. Some of them 48%. What will they do? Well, they'll give more money for this bank to buy this one up, this one buy. Pretty soon you got one national bank, and then that means that the government's controlling everything. So much for capitalism. See, the way I see it today, and this is just an humble opinion of mine, is that the last nail in the coffin of capitalism and freedom of America happened today, on this day of the inauguration. Now, the walk after the last nail was put in today, the walk to the burial, can I tell you how long that is? No, I can't. But I can tell you this, that America died today. The America that our founding fathers fought for died today. And sorry that I don't have a three-piece suit and that I didn't shave up real nice and get clean shaven, but nevertheless, I have witnessed the funeral and the death of America today. Now, there's such a thing as resurrection. But if we stay on the path we're on, America, and if we continue to allow the thievery of our money, I mean, you gotta look at yourself and say this, okay? Do I get to the point where I'm homeless and I don't have a dime? Do I allow them to steal everything I've got, and I'm homeless on the street, and then I want to do something? Because when you get to that point, you have no backing or capability to do anything, you see. I mean, they ran the homeless folks out of Washington so the usurper could be inaugurated. And he could fix all the problems. You know, the thing of it is, the bad, sad part of it is a lot of people believe he can, but he can't. End Time Watchman, I'll be back.